Hello, welcome my collective. I'm Lotus, Lotus the Sage. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate your time. So today we have another pick a card, and today's pick a card is going to be, what has your soul been whispering to you that you may have missed? So for pile 1, we have one of my rings, which is the Citrine ring. Let me give you a better angle. Pile number 2 is an Amazonite ring. Pile number 3 is a clear quartz. Alright, so take a moment. We're going to look into what the actual messages are, or the area of life that Spirit wants to bring more to your attention, or for you to hear more clearly. Then we'll look at the past energies, where you presently are, where the energies are progressing. We'll look into the tarot to find out a little bit more bulk or information about what's going on. And then we'll get some messages for you, and then some guidance from the Isis Oracle deck. Okay, my lovelies, there's some couple of new decks I have in here, so I'm excited to use them. I'll see you at your choice. Alright, welcome my pile 1. Let us lay out your cards first. I might as well just flip them in. No, let's make a surprise. I want a surprise. Okay, my pile 1, let's get into your messages. What has your spirit been whispering to you that you may have missed? First card. Awaken all your senses, slow down and become aware of them. So Spirit's asking you to pay attention to multiple moments, if not all moments, on how you're feeling, what you're thinking about. How is that registering in your body? How does it affect your mind? How does it affect your day? What are you eating? How are you digesting? Slow down. Yeah, they look beautiful. Okay, next message. Success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. They're saying that's probably the reason why they are asking you to pay attention to how you're feeling now, to really connect, because you're probably going to be stepping into something that's very happily chaotic and hectic, but that's going to take up or zap up a lot of your energy or a lot of your alone time. So enjoy what you have, the peace, the quiet that you have now before things start to ramp up. So maybe this is really important for you in particular. Like, really take advantage of this time. Ooh, flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. There does feel like a sense of it's like hope after either a lot of stagnation or a lot of shitty moments. And Spirit in the center is saying success and happiness are coming. They're whispering this to you, but you're probably not hearing this because you're not paying attention to your senses. And maybe some of your passions or desires had been squashed, or not as fruitful or successful as you were hoping for, as the energy may have implied prior to whatever may have happened. And it's also bringing me into that feeling of literally the flames of desire. Maybe the success and happiness is coming in because somebody else is going to ignite this flame within you. So be rested and ready for this hot and fiery connection. It's also bringing me back to the senses, right? Of how are you connecting to your sexuality too, and what you're actually desiring physically. You know, so awaken all of the senses, slow down and become aware of them. What are you lacking right now? What is overcharged? What needs to be balanced? Okay. Let's see where you're coming from. Versatility. Fair. So I'm getting like a busybody in a sense, like you were doing a lot of things, multiple things. And And you are great at multitasking, in other words, so hence not a lot of time to slow the mind down. Presently, talk about asking you to withdraw, and maybe you are withdrawing, again, paying attention to how you feel. They want a little bit more play, that flames of desire, in this rest time. So, again, what rest doesn't necessarily just mean sleep. Not that I need to explain that to you, but sometimes that's the first literal visual that your mind might give you. And sometimes rest is, again, just about that withdrawing from the energy that you are currently in or playing in, or whatever the case is, and find another way to play. You know, play with your own personal desires. Withdraw from what you used to do or have been doing. Take a moment to pause, because it feels like something's really like coming in hot. And then immediate future energies, we have the Observer in reverse. Oh, I just heard you're not going to see it coming. That's funny. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I feel like while you're enjoying this time, you know, this playtime, this connecting with self-time, it's like this beautiful incubation period where it keeps you in the most beautiful way distracted, and reconnects yourself with yourself. That brings in this magical type of energy for you. Wow, that's exciting, ₦1. So they've been whispering like success and happiness are coming, in whichever way you are looking at success and happiness right now in your life. And it feels like there's a heavy sense of wanting connection, for one, and a sense of like a balance between work and normal life. Work-life balance was the right phrase. Okay. Okay, let's look into your tarot. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Devil. Let me take this in, ŵ1. Okay, the first energy that I'm getting, ŵ1, is similar to pretty much exactly what we talked about with the first set of oracle cards that came out, but there's an energy. They keep blocking my chakra with you guys. There's an energy that is, again, coming in for you that feels so well matched, like on the passionate side, on the way that you guys think about things and function. But it feels almost as if there's a possibility that you can be swept up in their intoxicating vibration. And it almost, like the first energy I'm getting, it's like there may be an ask of you to walk away from a part of how you work or your work. And that for me doesn't feel right. Unless that's something you actually want, but I feel like that choice needs to be yours, not a request off of anybody else, in my opinion. So I think that's why it's making me feel uncomfortable, because this Devil energy at the end. However, with that being said, that's for some of you. That being said, it also can feel like a way of, a need to walk towards a different approach in how relationships, or this particular person views relationships, or sexual kinks or desires or stuff like that. I'm also getting that this person or this energy coming in for you can, it's like taking you off of one path that lets you succeed in a much faster way. It sort of feels like slightly of cutting corners, but in the sense of knowing somebody who gives you a favor that puts you into place with something else. Like it's that kind of privilege. So, interesting. Give me a second. Let me take in some more. I think this is exactly why they came out so strong with the first card, is awaken all your senses, because success and happiness are coming. These flames of desire is like everything you want, but there's a catch. You know, there is a catch. And I feel like because you might be swept off not necessarily seeing it coming, there might be something that you may have overlooked. You may overlook. Ooh. I didn't think I was going to need clarifiers, but I'm going to definitely. I'm going to get the cards. Be back in a second. I'm going to use the Prism Oracle cards because it's like the devil can be beautiful, you know, beautifully used. But I'm not sure if the energy is what I'm feeling entirely the strongest. So I'm just going to get 2 cards. Isolation. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something off about it. And Ghost. I'm telling you, like, wow. Yeah, it's like you have to, like, there. It feels like that energy sweeps you away, and you literally disconnect from something else, from something that's really, I don't know what this is. Give me a second. I don't want to overstep my words. I feel like Spirit is bringing a lesson to you for you to be aware of when to walk away and when to walk towards opportunities. The success is always in your hands. It's a matter of how you use these particular bouts of desire or offerings. So again, slow down and become aware of how you feel in every scenario. So when this situation comes up, you are not overly swept out or away by the emotion and the intention and the possibility, and the sweet words is what I'm hearing. That you don't overlook the details and the actual craftsmanship and work behind it, meaning the integrity behind something. That you don't give up your particular portion of self or land or property or investment or equity and invest it all into that right away. Don't do it. So awaken all the senses, because success is coming in for you. There is something, but again, there's something that's an uncomfortable feeling there that I think it's more about an awareness and how will you deal with this particular obstacle. So withdraw. That's what they want. Withdraw. Okay. Let's see what they want to add to these cards. Well, on a 9 of Pentacles, Spirit, I'm by your side, so don't worry, don't fret. Soul bond, yeah, like, again, there's something that this is difficult. Like, it does feel like a really kind of karmic connection or fatal attraction almost. You know, in whatever sense of the connection. And it feels like something that you wanted, been waiting for. Feels like a great match, like I said. And it may not necessarily be this person. It can be like the environment around, what they're connected to also, what you get in, what you step into, like. But it is associated with this new energy coming in. 9 of Pentacles says, Monday, let's see. So I'm feeling like these day cards can be literally, like Monday coming up can be significant for you or for this particular connection. A Monday in particular, I usually associate them sometimes with holidays because they usually either fall on that Monday. It just all depends on how you want to look at it. So it feels like at the end of, you know, a weekend or something like that, that following next week when this particular encounter happens, there'll be some sort of enlightenment about your feelings or actions. On the 8 of Cups, minutes, hours, days, doesn't matter. Time is an illusion. I wonder. I want to see this one first before I say anything. I haven't told you the whole truth. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like you get put in limbo, isolation, ghosted. something like you're learning a particular lesson, or this is already happening, you know, and this is a lesson that you're learning, and this is what Spirit's saying. Success is already coming. It's coming in for you, but we needed to teach you how to see this, how to be the better observer, how to watch the manipulators, and how to watch where your desires may lead you, and how we have to learn how to control. I wouldn't say control is the best way, but to harness its energy in its most highly potential and fortuitous and positive way. On the devil, why doubt? Yeah, it's like I feel, oh man, the best analogy I can give you, it's like, I haven't even seen it, but they're giving me that Dear John, that, I don't know if that's a Netflix show, but I think it's something about a con man, technically, you know, like goes after particular type of women, depletes their bank account and frickin' disappears. You know, it's that kind of energy. It may not be a little about money, but it's like a depletion of something of yours, but again, it is something that was a connection, like it was wanted. So the main energy that Spirit is asking you, or has been whispering to you that you're not hearing, is to slow down, become aware of all of your senses, awaken them. Because these flames of desire, it feels like there's like this pull, like I'm getting pulled to the radiant light and shun dark paths. You know, it's like you're attracting these particular types of energies to test you right now. That's really what it feels like. It feels like a test, my loves. A karmic test. Let's get some guidance from the Isis oracles. We're going to get to... And I'm going to read a small passage from the book, because I feel like there's going to be something in here for you that's going to be like, yep, if it hasn't already. Okay. First card out is Mother of Life. Nourishment of the Golden Grain Mother. Okay, she says, we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut, or a habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave. Open your arms and receive. I'm telling you, I feel like this was a lesson. I feel like most of you have gone through this energy. I really, really do. And the second one you drew was Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of the Ancient Skies. It says, your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth. It holds much special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to a love-based culture. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. Awaken your senses. This is why you went through it, right? For you to be able to understand it, for you to be able to teach better, understand from experience, live by this beautiful honoring of who you are. And you have to learn through this way. Oh man, this is freaking hard. I can feel this. I've been through something very similar. I feel like I can't leave you here. What else can I give you? Okay, folks, I needed one more. I'm sorry. I couldn't leave you like that. Like, I know this is like happening and going through it, but I need to give you a little bit of a boost before you leave me. I And I leave you for until next time. Okay, what do we got? Archangel Zadkiel, mercy, the violet flame, transmutation. That is exactly what is occurring right now. Archangel Zadkiel's got your back, giving you and showing yourself mercy, but giving mercy to these situations. Higher downloads of information with that violet flame and protection. Deeper wisdom. You went fully into that depths for you to emerge into this new beautiful ascended being, you know, as you continue to evolve, of course. My beautiful collective of Łę1, I hope that was helpful for you. If it was in any way, please leave a like, leave a comment. That'd be amazing. I'd love to hear what you thought. Sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my pal 2, who chose the Amazonite. We're going to lay out your cards. So, as I was going through pile 1, I obviously discovered there's usually the second guinea pig, because I do it on myself, but when you're doing it for yourself, it's a little bit different when you're like tapping into the energies, because you know what's going on. You know? But for pile 1, there's just a lot of energies that I still wanted clarification on, or because I was feeling so many different possibilities, in other words. So I got some extra cards, and you will get the same because we are on this together. I hope you enjoy. Okay, my beautiful pal 2, who chose the Amazonite ring, what has Spirit been whispering to you that you may have missed? Alright, let's get into these messages, pal 2. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. So I'm feeling like my collective of pile 2, that you have been naturally, as it says here or mentions here, that you may have been going through some difficult times recently, and it is pretty much the state of the world in my opinion, so I understand this, but it feels like I'm getting the sensation of you're at the end of that particular hump, you know, and even though you might be coming out feeling tattered and battered, they're still giving me like you still are like I'm like covering my mouth giggling, like I'm embarrassed to say it. I don't know why, that's not even my energy. You still coming out looking fresh as hell. Like they're giving me like wearing a paper bag, but your hair's done, your face looks fly. Like that's the analogy they're giving me. Don't get me wrong. I know that it's just but they wanted to show me like that's the freshness of how you appear, even though you've been going through the most amount of ish. So they're whispering to you that they see you, but just don't look into the past anymore. Leave it where it is and turn the direction is what I'm hearing. Then we have, feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Exactly. Exactly. They're here with you. Love that. And follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. Yeah, again, it feels like the collective messages that have been, well, between 1 and 2 so far, whispering to the collective about particular tests they're going through or have just been through. And yours is no different. It's like, try to take the focus off what hasn't worked, what wasn't working, what pulled you down, what set you back. Remember your power, remember your strength. Remember that you're not alone, that we're here watching and protecting you, and we're going through this right by your side. So follow the path of your soul. Do not let anyone stop you. Continue from that light within, shining within, looking as magnificent no matter what you're going through. I love that. Let's see some of your past energies. Where are you coming from? Yeah, destruction in reverse. Exactly. Like coming out of this, rising above the darkness. You are coming out of this destruction. Coming out of what wasn't working, what didn't work, what was rejected. Presently, resisting a part of your ascension is what I just heard. Because of the focus still being back here. They're really bringing me to the pictures. I know that you can sort of see them, two bodies going in different directions, right? And this one looking at the destruction, and this one feel the power of your ancestors, and that's following the path. And the ascension being in this middle with the hand, it's like it feels like a stop, you know, with this energy being in the reverse. Even though you're going through it, but you're like resisting. It's like you're pulling, and they just want to blow you in this direction. And then, so presently, they want you to share your wisdom. And I think that's sharing it with yourself. Like, remember what you've learned. You know? You don't have to look back and regret anything per se. Or shoulda, woulda, couldas. There's no time for that. Anybody got time for that? That's exactly it. So, move on your path and share what you've learned within these dark days. You know, not to make light of, but, you know, within whatever context that means for you. Immediate future energies. Yeah, the void, that's perfect. Actually, you know, step into the void, into the unknown, into the infinite possibility of your soul's calling, of better days. You know, of sharing your wisdom fully, of ascending and fully embodying that energy, of transmuting that destruction from your past. Okay, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what else we got, some more context. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. Seven of Wands. Holy Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay, Pal 2, give me a second to take in these energies. Sorry. So what I'm feeling, Pal 1, what I'm feeling, Pal 2, is they're drawing me to this card here, in particular the center card. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. And this Queen of Wands in the reverse is making me feel like you're not remembering that. Like I said, this blockage, right? Of taking even a more slightly, what's the word? A more naive approach to what's happening in your life. I feel like it was like your reaction, you're replaying in your head, in other words. It's like, why did I act this way? I could have done it this way. Like, that part of it is the bothersome part here that's keeping you stuck. And I'm hearing like you're sorry that you didn't fight for it, or didn't try to balance it out or make it even, or almost like you're giving yourself all of the blame. Like you're taking it. And then you're apologizing for not, I don't know, it's like, no. None of that. Rise above those dark days. Feel the power of the blood of your ancestors. Follow the path of your soul, not of somebody else's. Because stepping into that void might feel scary, and it might be playing into why you're second guessing the choice that you previously, I feel, have already made. But this energy right here is really what's pulling me. And I'm hearing like, I'm sorry I didn't stand up. I'm sorry that I didn't fight. I'm sorry that it wasn't even. I'm sorry. I just keep hearing that. But Spirit's like, you forgot you. You forgot your power. It wasn't a match is what I just heard. So let it be. Let me get some clarifiers. I'm just gonna get 2 cards. Hunger, I'll show you. They said to get 3 cards, so I will. I see. So, first card out is Hunger. And what I heard when this was, it's like I didn't fight for it. There was no hunger, there was no passion here. Even though I was feeling a whole bunch of things, I got too comfortable in the scenario, so there was no reciprocity. It was like a lot of one-sidedness in some way. And then you're contemplating what's bothering you is like, it's the what ifs. It's the what if about the scenario that's keeping you stuck. And Spirit's like, please leave the what if. Step into this void, because the answers you seek are in there, not going backwards. All of this energy feels like it's pushing me, like I'm literally feel like I'm getting pushed. Okay, let's see what some messages to add to these tarot cards. So with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, it says, empathic spiritual awakening, number 77, psychic gifts to serve your life purpose. Remember your ancestors, feel the power. You've been distorting this energy and muting it, resisting it. It's like you've been seeking it outside of yourself when you're the one that actually has that power. This is interesting. For the Knight of Wands in the reverse, a few weeks from now. I heard a few weeks from now you'll feel better. That's what I heard. Clarity will also come in for you, as well as this associated with partially with some of these gifts. The Ace of Wands. What does your heart say? Yeah, maybe you need to get out of the head and get more into the heart and really think about it. Really feel it. You know, maybe that will get you out of it or get you moving in a direction that puts you back on track with movement and momentum. On the Knight of Cups, again, you have a lot of timing in yours, 6 to 8 weeks or months. So a few weeks, it feels like, yeah, like it's going to take a bit to get over this scenario or the situation and for clarity to come in for you, for the mystery to be revealed to yourself. But again, I feel like you're going to have to tap into yourselves to find the answers as opposed to reaching out to this particular energy if another energy is involved, which I do feel like there is. Seven of Wands in reverse, excuse me. Time to talk it out. Interesting. Maybe you do, my friend. I stand corrected. Maybe you do need to talk it out. Maybe that's what gets it. Maybe that's after this a certain amount of time, you're able to talk it out because you're in a better place, because you've addressed, you know, where the hurt was, got out of your mind, got out of the feelings, and came to clarity about what you actually need to know. And if you do feel like you need to offer forgiveness or an apology, you can do it emotionally sound, balanced, and level. On the Six of Pentacles, money is coming in soon. What I heard, balance, that's what I heard, but with this money. So it can be like a money thing that because you release this energy, this is sort of how your karma or your abundance comes back into you. That is definitely a possibility. But what I was feeling when it comes to this energy of how the momentum feels about this, it feels like there's balance coming back in that Six of Pentacles where it hadn't been balanced. You know, the tangible connection or the communication, the basics, the fundamentals of relationships, no matter what type they are. That comes back to an even keel. That's what that card felt like right away. So, what Spirit feels like they've been whispering to you that you may have missed is your strength and your power, and how, regardless of the decision you may have made, and even if you feel like it was a hasty one or you didn't do it with the right character, is still a time for you to step into the void and serve you now to serve better. for you to understand where your faults were and to apologize if necessary, or for you to understand why you reacted the way you were and still want to explain that for whatever reason. So that whatever blockages might be in your life, you can open up that doorway for more momentum, more money, more abundance to come in. Okay, let's get some Isis Oracle for you, my lovelies. This was nice. Difficult, don't get me wrong, but it's flowing nicely is what I mean. The energy is easier to feel. ₦ was a doozy. Okay, let's get two for you. Alright, didn't even waste no time. Flower of Life, I'll show you in a second. Top card. Please. Hate when I make a mess. It's so frustrating for me. Okay, first card out is Flower of Life. Divine creativity and manifestation. I'm going to read small passages from the book to close off your messages, just so you know. And Key of Life, spinning the Ankh, the key of life. I'm getting cycles and lessons, learning, rebirth, again, creating the better future, your better connections, your better life. Because this is a really big pivotal point for you, and I think in your ascension process, I think that's really why it's like sort of why it's so difficult is what I'm getting, to sort of let go of this feeling, to sort of cut that energetic cord in a particular way of thinking, and how it's keeping you tethered to something instead of releasing you into where your spirit is asking to go. Okay, Flower of Life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. This is this empathic spiritual awakening, psychic gifts to serve your life purpose. That's what I'm getting from this divine creativity energy. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is a time for your blossoming. Yeah, this is again a part of the lesson needed to be integrated for this part of your ascension to complete. To get yourself looking away from this direction of the past destruction, your creation or not of the destruction, you know. And the Key of Life, it says, the Key of Life is the mysterious Ankh, the looped cross held in the hand of Isis. This mystery is opening to you now. The Ankh pretends new life being born through you now. It could be in a creative sense, or in a physical sense in terms of health, or even a child that wishes to be born, or a new project that needs to be created in service to humanity. Again, life purpose. This new life being born is whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Let it happen. Let it happen. That's exactly what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's a need to let this go, but that's, like I said, I stand corrected. There might be a need for you to talk it out, for you to fully let that go, and that is absolutely okay, and I am that type of person too. I need to talk it out, so I get it. But I do feel like it's after a point of you releasing some of this emotional cord or connection that is keeping you feeling less than or disappointed in yourself is really what it feels like. Last message to close off your reading, my love. Oh, okay. So love how fast they've been coming out. Archangel Raziel. Secrets, mysteries, protected knowledge. I'm telling you, maybe that's why it needs to be talked out. There have been secrets. There are the mystery. There's something unsaid, unspoken, something that wants to be said. So Spirit's reiterating that. So absolutely is a... Again, certain things have just been protected, you know? Maybe it's like a timing thing. And I think, as I said, now is the time. And Archangel Raziel is with you, whispering to you, now's the time. Okay, my beautiful collective, I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you so much love. If it was, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how it is for you. That'd be amazing. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my pal 3. We're going to lay out your cards. So a couple of things as I do this. So I'm not sure if the song is for you, but while I was putting away pal 2, setting up and clearing the energy for you, John Mayer's Slow Dancing in a Burning Room came into my head. Especially that... Yeah, it's like that chorus right away. So that might be a thing for you. I had a desire to tell you about all the new things I have on my table. So it feels like an overshare. I feel, or we have a lot in common. My pal 3. So as I was doing this for pal 1, when we finished laying out the cards, I had shuffled and came out for each pile, and we got into the reading. I was like, I can't leave them here, so more cards came out than anticipated, and so every pile is going to get the same. So I didn't anticipate needing clarifiers, but I did. So here we are. So let's go into what your spirit has been whispering to you that you may not have heard, or didn't want to hear, I should say too. Okay, a wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. Beautiful. These happy cards are always so interesting for me because, especially when they come out first, there's something like, because this generally for me, when it's something like a wonderful happy surprise, it's because you went through something, or it's just deserved. It feels also a part of a gift being given for hard work done. That's the energy I'm feeling. Let's see what else. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. And I don't think that you have, and I think that's what it is. That's why you're getting a wonderful surprise. Because I felt like you've stuck to your vision, regardless of what may have happened in the past. And you know who to value and what to value. You haven't forgotten what really is important when it comes to the grand scheme of life, which is love. Right? In all facets of the word. Look at that. Speaking of love, a time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. Wow. So maybe somebody's coming in for you, a particular person. But again, as I was saying, it's like this abundant type of love energy that I'm feeling. It can literally be from a person. I'm getting a strong focus on this green eyes here. Your person or you may have green eyes, or different tones of green is also what I'm getting. It's like one is closer to the hazily brown side and one's closer to the bluey green side, but both like greeny eyes. Anyways, so Spirit's been whispering to you just to hold that vision, follow that vision, don't lose sight of it. Keep that in your heart, in your mind, in your intentions, because there's something, someone coming in. Ooh, nice. Where are you coming from? The Weaver in reverse. Ah, feeling disenchanted because what you asked for wasn't coming in, is what they said. And so you were getting discouraged, and why they're saying follow your vision, don't lose sight of it. Where you're at, afraid to take a risk, makes sense. But they're still telling you same thing, follow your vision. Seek truth in the reverse. You haven't found out the reasons why, or you haven't understood yet, they corrected me. You haven't understood the reasons why things had to play out the way they were. That Weaver energy. It's not a time for you to understand yet, it's just a time for you to be. Interesting, they just said your person heard the whisper. You did not. Oh shit. Immediate future, what is this? Soul work. Damn. This person coming in for you is probably going to be a really good match for you. Like in the phrasing that I met my match, like that kind of energy is what I'm getting. Also getting that the soul work that needs to be done is to not lose sight, to not lose hope and not lose faith when things aren't as immediate as you would like, or the responses seem to be in the opposite of what you're going after. Sometimes you just need to sit and hold the vision and continue on until energies catch up. So in this meantime, while you're holding the vision, the soul work on you needs to be focused on a little bit more when it comes to taking risks and seeking out answers and truths and experimenting, you know? While you while this energy makes its way to you. Because I just keep hearing like they heard that niggling. Interesting. They're making their way. I'll be working my way back to you, girl. Da-da-da-da, with happiness inside. I can't remember the lyrics. I don't know if this is a repeat person or somebody who's coming back into your life, but it feels like, and this doesn't happen often, that it's not necessarily a person in this particular in your current life's past. It feels like a past life connection. A past life love. That's what it feels like. I heard from a different time and a different era. Romance was different. I'm coming back in to bring you romance. Ooh, 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 who is this? Do you have some friends? Okay, let's get into your tarot. Holy, okay. Nine of Wands. The Sun. Oh my God. The Ten of Cups. The Two of Wands in the reverse. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Maybe it is somebody from your past, my loves. Wow, 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 wow. Give me a second to tap into these energies. This is so interesting. I'm really getting a feeling of there's something, or if this has to do with a particular person, which I am strongly getting that feeling it is, but there's something or someone from your past that you thought, nah, didn't work, too bad. Like it just didn't work. Like there's nothing you could do about it. Like it just didn't work out. Like no matter what you tried or how many times that you tried to like start it, to get it just didn't work. And so this is what has left you disenchanted, you know, not understanding why you had to go through this particular connection or experience. You know, after taking a risk and being thwarted, you know, of speaking from truth, feeling from truth and being rejected in some way, or feeling like they didn't take the risk. Who knows? And maybe they had the soul work to do, and maybe that's why I referenced that you have to wait for energies to catch up. So there does feel like there's an overlap of energies where I'm not just picking up yours, I'm picking up this person coming in also. And I think this is partially why. Okay, so let me get into this. It says the Nine of Wands, there's time for you can take a rest, like you can take a break and pause, you know? Like there's no need to be doing anything per se. Spirit is doing the work right now, shedding light on, bringing light to situations where it's not your fault. And there's nothing you need to do to create this or to bring this in for you per se. There's no plan to be had. There's nothing you need to further grow or whatever the case is. No extra love you need to put into anything at this moment. Right now, just hold this vision because something is coming to catch up. So it's like you're here, Spirit's doing the work, no need for you to plan. This part needs to get flipped up. I'm getting from their energy. Like they have to put in the time, the effort this time, and that's why I'm getting so heavily that this may be a person you've known, or you have a history with, period. Because it feels like this is they have to do this part. This is a part of their soul work to bring this back to a certain balance, you know? And hence why I hold that vision of whatever you thought, there's some truth to that hasn't been spoken. Interesting. Every pile today has been so intriguing. Loving it. Again, I'm going to get some clarifiers on those last two cards. You have intuition. I just heard you know. Yep. I want to take one more. And disruption. Yeah, like sugar booger. It's like you know who this is. And you're like, oh fuck, really? Like this, I'm hearing this dude wants to come back? Like this person wants to come back? And disrupt this piece I'm trying to acquire? After all this? Really? Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh yeah, because balance is needed. Things need to be restored. Like, universal laws was what I'm getting. It's like things need to come back into balance and restored. Regardless of where this ends up, that's what's needing to be had. Look at that anxiety at the bottom of the deck. I didn't look for anybody else and yours just popped out. Yeah, there's so much of that there. Okay, so there you go, my pal too. Let's get some messages from Spirit to add to these tarot cards. Over the Nine of Wands. Oh my goodness. You can't avoid it, my friends. An opportunity beckons. You can't avoid it. Over the Sun. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds and shine, Buddha. Come out from behind the sun, from the clouds and shine. And shining like that sun. Interesting. There is something here for you that I think that you're hella weary of. You're like, I don't trust this as far as I can throw it. Like, but it's just because it's like one too many times you got duped. Like that's sort of the feeling I get. And you felt like so vulnerable and so transparent, but like nothing really sort of got balanced or received back in a way that made it feel, I don't know, I guess somewhat worth it is the way I'm wanting to use those words. Over the Ten of Cups, excuse me. Follow the energy. Follow the energy, hey? And I feel that's why this rest is really important at the moment, because a wonderful surprise is coming in. I do think like you want it though, my loves. Like that's the thing. I feel like there's a little bit of pride in here that's, that's making you feel like, oh, how dare you kind of vibe. But in your heart of hearts, I feel like you want this. Two of Wands, but they still gotta come correct. Don't get me wrong. Like this comeback's gotta be pretty mother effing epic. That's what I'm getting at. But like in your insides, you're just happy that this person comes back. I really do feel that way. Forgive me if I am incorrect. And then over the Two of Wands, release to find exactly what happened. You had to let go. They had to let go. It had to separate, or the connection had to go through whatever, roller coaster or hiccups or lessons it needed for you guys to understand or to find what it is that's important or valuable about one another, about connections, about yourself. over the Knight, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Healing is not creating, it is reparation. Ooh. Look at this, making things right. Coming back into balance. That's what real healing is. Healing with reparations with yourself. Reparations with the situation, with what our part is and when we went wrong or could have done better. That's huge. And over the Ace of Cups. On the reverse. Look at that. I love you. Straight blank. I love you. Straight blank. It might have been that simple. Maybe you expressed your love fully, like I said, I love you, and this person like MIA'd and didn't respond, or was so shocked, or did something out of, I don't know, their own fear and anxiety and doubt, and maybe they're coming back around to be like, I didn't see it, I'm sorry, or I just couldn't say it, I wasn't ready, whatever the case is. But some opportunity is coming in for you, my crazies, over pile 3. And maybe the song was from your person, or maybe it's you. Maybe you felt like you've been slow dancing in a burning room by yourself, being like, what the hell was I doing here? Was I just dancing by myself? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just crumbling. Like, what's happening? Or it's them. Feeling that energy. But this is interesting. Okay, we're going to get 2 Isis cards. I'm going to read from the book 2 small passages. Oh, they just said, give me a second. They just said, this is your person's energy. This is yours. Okay, we have, sorry if the table's crooked. The brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Wow. Wow. Okay. And for your energy here, Temple of Carnelian, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. This is going to be awesome. I can tell you that right now. Okay, the brother in darkness says, whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. The brother in darkness indicates that there is negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test, beloved initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. When I said it's their energy and I said that that's their task to do, you're the only part that's getting, like, their energy is in here heavy. Like, heavy. Temple of Carnelian, your energy. You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage. Taking risks. Oh man, so perfect. That feels true to your heart, and engaging in practices that make you truly feel genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. Yeah, like, and that's releasing this, releasing to find yourself, reparations with yourself. And that energy comes back to you threefold. That's huge. Pile 3. I love this. Okay, last messages for you, my beautifuls, from the Angel Answers deck. The other angels with ya. Alright. Archangel Gabriel, talk about it. Self-expression, creativity, North Star, destiny, creating the life and desire that we just talked about, stepping into your power, remembering your boldness and your courage, following your North Star, being truly divinely who you are. I love you. They love you. Tell me who this is. Please leave a comment, or tell me about your situation if you feel comfortable. Please, don't mean to force you. I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't anyway, please leave a like. Keep watering your lives until next time. This is Lotus. Ciao.